What's up, Dragon Brood? One of the things that's actually really interesting when you get to put up decks nearly every day on YouTube is that we get to play through all types of cards throughout a season. And what comes with that is kind of an interesting amount of knowledge that we kind of pick up. And I'm not saying like big brain stuff, but we kind of just get to learn how all the different cards work and how different things interact and kind of what fits from one situation to the other. And then that leads to situations where, sometimes we play decks in the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season that we almost don't even come back to because we've moved on to making other things. But now, we're in week 9, 10, I guess going into week 10 now of the season. And now it's time to kind of start revisiting some things. So you're probably going to be seeing that on the channel every other day or so throughout the next couple of weeks. But today, that kind of brings us to wanting to play Naya ADventures. Now, we know this deck still is playable even as is, but then we start thinking, like, what if we add 1 or 2 cards that we didn't play last go round? And does that change the complexion of the deck? Does it make it better? Does it make it weaker? Does it help win some matches that used to be more difficult before? I think there's a lot of questions we get to answer, so we're going to dive into that today. So, let's go take a look at that Naya ADventures list. Now, this shouldn't take too long because, again, we're just revisiting a list here. We're not really starting completely over, but we do want to play a couple of different cards that we didn't play last time. So, going from the top, we do have Giant Killer because it's an adventures list and this kills most of the big creatures you're going to be worried about. Edgewall Innkeeper because we have to draw cards. Jaspera Sentinel because it lets us add extra mana and move things along, especially in 3 colors. Clarion Spirit because you have a lot of cheap things and getting free creatures is awesome. And we have another card that's going to matter here in just a second for that. I have a couple of Kabira Takedown, and this is kind of somewhat, I won't say dependent, but gets a big benefit from something like the Clarion Spirit because, getting 5-6 creatures out then means you get to take down something big with the Kabira Takedown. That was weird. Didn't intend that, but there you go. We get to take down stuff with the Takedown. We have a couple of Shepherd of the Flock, and this is something that I think in the early list we might have played 3 or 4 copies. I think we played 3. But I would not be opposed to having more of these. They really are a great defensive card and really can kind of wreak havoc on your opponent's plans a lot of the times. Then we're playing 4 Bone Crusher Giant and Lovestruck Beast because both of these are fantastic cards. There's nowhere you're not going to play them. And then we're trying out a couple of Felidar Retreat just to have something for the long game, something to pump up your flyers and try to finish things. So this is kind of like here through the rest of the deck is really kind of giving us ways to punch through and way to kind of survive some different situations. Speaking of which, we're playing 3 copies of Toski. Maybe too many. And by the way, what's your preference? Long-O or short-O? Let me know down in the comments, because some people like Toski, some people like Toski. I don't know. I wonder if it's like regionally dependent. I'm very curious. But we're playing 3. This could be 2. I don't know. But for now, it's 3. And just getting extra cards to get to our finishers is always good too. We have Showdown of the Scalds because this does a lot of stuff other than just giving you more cards. Being able to pump up some of your weaker creatures and help push damage through toward the later stages of the game is good. And then we're also trying to Lorehold Command, which we didn't have in the original list. Mostly because this is one of those cards you can play against the slower decks or the Ultimatum decks to really get that extra creature at the end of the turn, deal some damage. You can also surprise your opponent by getting a bunch of damage in. It's a good combat trick if you need to block some things and your stuff gets indestructible. So it does a lot of different things. I've really, over the course of the season, got a lot of respect for Lorehold Command. So I really did want to try it in this list and see how it comes out. As for the lands, we're not getting real tricky here. We're going 3 plains, 1 mountain, 3 forest, a full set of pathways, and 3 Fabled Passage. And we could have gone to a 4th passage, but we also didn't want to get caught in situations where, you just don't have anything to fetch because we're only even playing 7 basics as it is. And then a full set of pathways. So we should be able to get all the colors we want when we need them. We don't need a ton of mana, but we do also have in the deck Jaspera Sentinel and Kabira Takedowns. So that's going to help us out a bit too. But that's it. That's the list. As usual, we're going to play some games. Catch up with me on the back side of the games because we do always do a review and talk about updates or changes we would make to the list. And then we have a card spotlight where I just give lots of information on a random card magic that might help you make a better decision about something. All right. Oh, they're taking a long time to play and we're just playing that? Gosh dang it. I was at least hoping you'd be taking your time to play something awesome. Though in hindsight, I should have kept this to be able to kill like a Winota or something. Yeah, I should have played the Lovestruck Beast first. Or at least the Heart's Desire or whatever. Yeah, that was a mistake. Because I'm probably going to need this to be able to... Well, I don't know. Maybe not. They might just be playing mono white and just playing Blade Historian, and it's not going to really matter. Alright, Spellbinder. I guess you take a Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah, I think they're just going to roll into Blade Historian, and we're just going to die here. I mean, I assume you just take my Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah, like, what was the decision? I'm always confused when stuff like that happens. I'm like, what were we thinking about? Alright, let's see what's up. Do I want to attack with the 1/1? I mean, I kind of do. Because I feel like if they sack the Selfless Savior, that's fine. I'm assuming this is Blade Historian. No, it's a Linden. Oh. Well, that is a magic card. Okay. Well. That's a thing that happened. Now I feel like we're in a little bit of a spot where we kind of have to play this first. What do we do if the next turn is a Heliod? Because it probably is. Okay. Part of me wants to just play a Toski here and attack for 5. But then the opponent just blocks. And that doesn't really do anything for us. But if they do, it could also let us kill a Elite Spellbinder, maybe? Will they just be able to block with Daxos here? So that's not even enough to do anything. So I'm not going to declare any attackers, I don't think. I'm going to hate myself, but I think this is what we're doing. And then we'll just have to try to get crafty during their end step, maybe. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should have just tried to use the Stomp on their end step. Get them to sacrifice this Selfless Savior to protect the Spellbinder. Then the next turn, use Lorehold Command, maybe. Because I'm probably going to end up doing it in that order now anyway. And Toski's not really going to do anything here. So I think I messed up, actually. Pretty sure I messed up. Oh, well, now this lets us make little 1/1s. So that's not bad. So that changes things a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Uh-oh. I was like, they had a long pause there. Also, Jaspera Sentinel can block Spellbinder, by the way. Not that we need to, but it can. Now the good news is, if they do get a Heliod, we're less concerned about it. Because we can actually force them to start sacking some things. We can give stuff indestructible now. Speaker of the Heavens, gonna be annoying here. Alright. I mean, you attack with 2 things. You give us a chance to kill your stuff. Well, they didn't want to put anything else at risk there. Alright. But if we block and... Oh, they're going to be able to sacrifice something anyway. Alright. So we'll be able to kill Speaker of the Heavens at least. Then we'll try to save the Lorehold command to kill the Linden. Oh, this is neat, because this would actually let us reuse a Bone Crusher Giant if we need to. I don't hate that, actually. I mean, we'd have to take 2 for it, obviously, but I'm kind of okay with it. So let's kill this before it gets started. And then I kind of want to return something just for the sake of doing it to get another 1/1. Would be super sweet. But I don't think we need to. It's just a little bit greedy here. So we're just going to wait. Now, hopefully, the opponent doesn't draw ridiculous here. And then we can get rid of Linden. And then we can start doing things. Because getting rid of Linden also shrinks Daxos, which makes that more reasonable to fight against. I mean, I will block. Like, as much as I want that mana. I mean, if we can start just eliminating all their creatures right now, I'm on board. All right. Now the question is, do we attack with the Lovestruck Beast? I mean, they could just chump block or whatever. It's fine. Okay. I think we do. I'm just thinking, like, how many things can we attack with here? Because the Clarion Spirit would just... I mean, because we can give stuff indestructible. It's kind of the thing. We would take 2, 3, 4. We'd make another 1/1. No, we wouldn't make another 1/1. We could next turn, though, because we could play both of these. So we'd still be able to attack with the Lovestruck Beast then. This is crazy. This probably isn't right, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yep, make you a duder. Sounds good. I mean, they're probably thinking we have Embercleave or something, but like, nope, no cleaves here. Oh, I was hoping they were going to throw Linden in front of something, but they opted not to. All right, let's shoot Linden, and we'll give all our stuff +1 and indestructible. Boom. Got him. Yeah. Nice. I see what they're doing. I was reading that wrong. I got it. I got it. It only took me a second. Ooh. All right. Let's play Despair Sentinel. I thought we had an Isildur reference in Magic already. Maybe we don't. This is unfortunate. I sort of wanted to do something else, but I kind of want to kill a Sprite Dragon too. So I think that's what's going to happen here. Though... I was just thinking I could do it with a Kabira takedown, but I might want that mana later. And we'll be able to do more than 2 with it when the time comes, so let's do that. Alright. And that guarantees us at least, I say guarantees, mostly guarantees us at least one card next turn off of the Edgewall Innkeeper. Oh, so they're scraping for cards already, it looks like. They're just opting right out of the gate. Gonna kill our Despera Sentinel so we don't have any red mana. I could see that. I would consider doing it if you haven't seen any. I mean, it's tough, right? Because we might be sandbagging a red land, but like, maybe I'd probably kill it. Yeah, I was gonna say I would think that's a reasonable play. I would not be shocked in the least. Well, knowing what we're up against, this is only really going to be able to kill a dragon. But if we could tap a dragon, we're kind of okay with that too. And in hindsight, I should have done this first. Because I might actually find a red... Well, it wouldn't matter anyway, though. It's not what we were looking for. We will attack. The only problem now is I don't know if I want to play Heart's Desire now. I mean, I guess we do, because we're not really doing anything else. And it's possible next turn, who knows, maybe we want to tap something and just play the Showdown, or... I mean, tap something and play Kabira's Takedown or something. We don't have any red mana to even consider the Showdown at the moment. This is not the start you want against this deck, though. Like, we really have not gone anywhere. So, this is not good. And them killing the Giant Killer is probably the right play, because their dragon gets to do stuff after that. Nope. I guess we are going to need to take down something. Alright. And something to kill the Giant Killer? Another shock? Oh, I was going to say, like, oh my goodness. Like, that was about to be a straight fire hand. I was like, oh my god. Well, now we do have the ability to play that, but I don't know if we show the opponent that just yet. Oh, man, this is tough, because this is like our one chance to kill this, I think. Because I feel like if they had another spell to play, they would have done it, right? So this is gambling on logic. Okay, they don't have it. That's literally what that was. Just like the logic of if it existed, we would have seen it. We just have to hope the opponent was smart. And sometimes that's weird. Like, it doesn't make sense the opponent would do a thing, and then you're like, oh, randomly they still had a shock, and they just didn't want to kill one of our creatures for some reason, you know? Like, that type of stuff happens. And it's always disappointing, because then you just sit there and go like, why? Why did you not play this first? Alright, we're going to lead with this, in case for some reason the Edgewall Innkeeper would otherwise die. And then slowly set ourselves up for this showdown of the Scalds here. And I'm just going to attack for one. Mostly to just keep the big dragon off of us and generating mana. So if they play Goldspan Dragon, we can just tap it. And that won't generate any treasure. We don't usually like having this much mana. It's kind of bad for us, really. But I'm okay with it. Though I'm beginning to wonder if they're even playing Goldspan Dragons. I mean, I guess it could be possible, but it doesn't really look like it. Ah, there's another Royal Eruption. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter now. Now, we can just swing for the fences. The opponent's kind of overplayed their hand now. Come on, give us another creature. That is not another creature. Interesting, though, that they chose to get rid of the Giant Killer and not the Edgewall Innkeeper. Because Edgewall Innkeeper kind of does double duty here, actually. I'm definitely going to play this, just pre-combat, so we get a chance to get in there with that Lovestruck Beast, just in case. For 6. Return it to our hand. Yeah, alright. I mean, don't love it, but I mean, I get 2 cards out of the deal, and another creature, so sure. Oh, yeah. That's great. That is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll have 8 mana next turn. We can play Sovereign, pump everything. Wow, we can't quite do both of these, though. Though, if we just... Kind of wondering, if we just play Lorehold Command, is that enough? We shoot that. That's 3. Shoot the... We take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, opponent's at 1. Still worth it. Oh, because I needed to attack first. I forgot. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. This is probably not a good keep, but I couldn't talk myself into the mulligan. I wanted to, but I couldn't do it. My hope is they try to use something to kill the giant killer here. It doesn't look like they are. Mostly so we could have protected the Clarion Spirit we're about to play. Though now we're hoping to just play a 1-1 and a takedown. It's going to be our best play next turn. So let's hope. We did not draw it. Now we're probably dead. That's not good. What do we do now? Yeah, there's no good outs here. This was a bad keep that got worse. Okay. Let's at least tap this. Yeah, we're just going to have to take a big hit here. Take 6. Yeah, I don't think we have anything here, really. What can we do? That land did not help. Yeah. All we did mostly just draw lands there. We can't do anything with that. Yeah. We'll keep this. And then we'll follow up with Clarion Spirit plus Heart's Desire. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a weird pause. What was that for? That doesn't make us happy. Oh, it's just a Thieves Guild Enforcer. That's fine. All right. Dead Sentinel. That's actually a big play. Believe it or not, like that's actually really big for the opponent there. They may not know it, but it's really big, considering we got stuck on mana again. I may just have to go back and add a land, because we've gotten stuck a couple times. I mean, our other plan right now is just go as wide as we can. Like, hope they're not playing the thing where you choose a creature type and kill everything else gets -3/-3. I think that's all I can do here. Just attack with flyers. Let them get blocked by, like, Soaring Thought Thief or whatever. But even then, I guess we could tap a Thought Thief and attack with everything else. I mean, I guess that's not the worst thing. It's not great, but it's a thing. Oh, it's not going to happen. Look like we're about to lose a giant killer. No? Oh, they didn't ground lock that. Okay, that's fine. They put that into play. Wait, why would you do that? Are they playing like the Zulaport thing? Why else would you leave that mana up? Why do you need one untapped blue mana? No reason at all, apparently. Okay. I was thinking they were playing the weird flash guy that gives something -2 attack or whatever. They were going to plan to block with it and mill us some cards, but that was not it either. Uh-oh. This giant killer ain't gonna make it, is it? Whoa. Okay, so that's a thing. People have been going deep on the mill decks lately. They've been going kind of sideways, and I don't know why. This has been like the third time we've been surprised by some variant in a mill deck. Oh, we needed that land really badly. Really badly. Might as well tap that. Okay, that helps quite a lot. Okay. I mean, feel free to do what you will here, opponent. But you are at 4. This is pretty crazy. If we beat them basically being stuck at 2 mana till like turn 5. Wow. I mean, we're still not going to be able to play anything on 3 no matter how we do it, unless we draw an untapped land here. Oh, actually, I didn't realize we were playing against Yorion. This is actually bad. I shouldn't have done this. This was not good. It tells me the information. I just got to pay attention to it. Aw, heartless act. Boo. Nah, we're going to do this anyway. And if you just get us, you get us. Here's an Elspeth's Nightmare. Sure. Sadly. This sucks, man. Like, if they have an extinction event, we're just going to get so railed here. And there's nothing we can do about it. This sucks so much. It just makes my heart sad. Well, at least we forced the opponent to choose. Okay, so they have an extinction event. Because if they didn't, you wouldn't... There's no way you're letting us keep Lorehold, right? Oh, wait, what? Oh, that's not quite enough, though, is it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damn, that is close. That is very, very close. I wonder, though, if we attack for 5, we could pick up the Bone Crusher, play this. Opponent's at 8. We draw a card. What's the difference here? Trying to figure out if it's worth it or not. Because they could just as well have something like Shadow's Verdict. Alright. Let's just do this. If they have Shadow's Verdict, this isn't the worst thing if we wait. Because we could bounce the Bone Crusher, shoot them down to 6. And then we get to have 7 power worth of creatures as next turn and still have a Lorehold command. Or if they do nothing here, we can also shoot them to 3, put them to 5, make a 3/2. And that's still kind of okay. Hey, thanks for liking the stream. By the way, all of you coming by liking the stream, do not forget to give the page a follow, please. That'd be much appreciated. Alright, let's see what the opponent's got here. Just a Cultivate. So they know we have a Lorehold command. If they counter the command, we can attack for 5. And then shoot them for 2. That's not going to do it. It's only 7. Man, this sucks. I feel like we have to try this, but it's just going to lead to us getting killed. This is the worst feeling ever. But, you know what? Maybe we draw something else off of that. Alright. I mean, they know we have it, so whatever. If they don't have a counter... Well, they obviously do. Alright. No worries. We only have, like, another copy or 2 of that. Whatever. Alright, so now we just have to find 1 point somewhere. That is not how we do it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. That doesn't particularly help us now, does it? All right. I mean, if the ultimatum here, they don't have a way to really gain life. So, I mean, I assume they sweep the board. We have an odd and an even on board, so we could leave them with an extinction event and not care. If they get a creature, not good enough. If they get... we don't particularly care about those. We'll just put this back, right? I mean, then you have to use your Valky to get rid of a creature.
I have cosmic aspirations, dear Planeswalker.
And then our play, I think, is just shoot the opponent down to 1 anyway. Okay.
How badly will you miss that?
What? The opponent can see we have the Bone Crusher Giant, right? I mean, is this like a miscast or something? All right. I mean, we take 6. Shoot you for 2? I mean, if they're playing miscast, we just lose. Okay, I guess that's it. I mean, I guess this could be Stern Dismissal or something. Yeah, that only works on a creature a permanent you control, not a random permanent opponent. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think they didn't know. Alright, so that turned out to be pretty sweet, and we're actually pretty excited about that. And the new cards we added actually did pull their weight pretty well. So that kind of puts us in a weird spot that I'm not sure what I'd want to change. The only thing I would say is possibly something like the Felidar Retreat should possibly be moved to the sideboard, mostly if you're playing best of 3. It does have some weird interactions, obviously, with Lovestruck Beast, but it does give us some late game help. Just not sure if it's really necessary. There's some other flyers you could possibly play if you want to do kind of fix up some stuff for a couple other matchups. Also, if you're running into a lot of the white decks, there's the magical white Archon that actually works against white creatures that could be pretty nice. So maybe that's something you could play in that spot instead. But honestly, overall, the deck actually works as is. But there's a few things, if you decide to change anything, or maybe even just want to play another like Lorehold command, you could do that in place of that Felidar Retreat. For today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Miro Reejery. And the reason I bring this up today is that there's been a little bit of movement in several Merfolk cards. And I'm thinking this is largely because there's some stuff in Modern Horizons 2 that actually kind of reinvigorated everybody to look at Merfolk again. You know, we have that like Dockhand that actually looks really cool, and some other throwback cards that actually I think got people's interest up to go back and build some Merfolk. And sometimes you get ancillary cards on the outside that could be part of those lists that their stock goes up right along with the stuff from the new set. So sometimes you got to keep your eyes on things around the set, not just things actually in the set. But in this case, Miro Reejery's that was a common, actually an uncommon, actually gets a little bit of a boost. So this is another card that you could have sitting around that actually has some real value. So go check into your stuff and get a few bucks. And don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below, right along with a bunch of other links. A couple of which I want to tell you about is that if you're going to be shopping on TCGPlayer or Amazon, especially right now if you're trying to get some Modern Horizons 2, if you click on one of the URLs I have there below, I'll get a 1 to 3% kickback, and it really helped me and the channel out. And you don't have to do anything different, literally just shop like you normally would, but just start on those links. And I also have some stuff if you want to come join me in my Discord to get deck help or talk about anything, or if you just want to join our streams and, you know, put your 2 cents in and maybe get to be part of one of these videos. The biggest thing I gotta ask, which is really important, if you haven't yet, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because that helps us get seen by more people, helps us grow the channel, and most importantly, lets you know whenever I have a video out. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.